Welcome to my car review of a 2012 Subaru Impreza WRX, Stage 2. Shout out to my friend Justin for letting me review his car. Just a quick rundown of some of the parts and modifications on this 2012. It's got Hawk HPS front and rear brake pads. It's got a white line adjustable rear sway bar, 22mm, Cartboy end links, BC BR coilovers. It's got Swift springs, and it's got a Cartboy short shifter with an AEM cold air intake. It's got Perrin high flow catted downpipe, NVIDIA Q300 catback exhaust, NGK iridium spark plugs. It's also got a Cobb AP unit, and it's been pro-tuned by Procom to Stage 2. It has a Momo shift knob, and there's a little bit of a window tint with Grimspeed license plate relocator and hella supertones. Now for a quick test drive. What?
Just got my new brakes.
Nice. No more goop.
No more bleeding tears.
Blood.
Black tears of death.
One of the greatest things about the Subaru WRX is just a combination of being affordable, fast, and fun, all in a practical four-door family sedan. With just a few bolt-on performance modifications, you can bring this slightly awkward-looking car to punch way above its class and contend with cars costing twice as much. Does this car have hill assist? I thought so.
You're like bleeding.
Yeah. Why am I not rolling back? I got it. I haven't driven stick in a while.
Since walk-ins?
No, not that far back, but this feels weird because I'm driving this big boat right now.
Yeah, shut up. This boat can haul ass.
Not this boat. I'm talking about the Lexus. Oh my God! What is this nonsense? Wow, the pull on this car is crazy. As soon as it hits boost, it just pulls and pulls and pulls. Well, besides the power, this car has a lot of nice features that just make the car very practical. As stated before, this car does have hill assist, and that just really helps with a lot of novices, and honestly, it's a convenience feature that I would love to have in any manual transmission car. Now, another thing that Subaru is known for as a car manufacturer is all-wheel drive. Now, throughout almost their entire lineup, except for the weird BRZ, which obviously is in conjunction with Toyota, all of the cars have all-wheel drive. Now, where I live in the Northeast, that's immensely helpful, especially in the winter months when it snows and you could use that extra traction.
Brakes aren't as grabby as yours, right?
The initial bite is less.
But the stopping power is still there?
Stopping power is better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The brakes on this car in particular are really great. Even though they're regular rotors, smooth, no drilled, no slotted, the bite while it's not as strong as, let's say, my Lotus initially, the stopping power is there, it's strong, and it instills confidence, and I think they're excellent. When I was cruising along these roads, I did notice that this car is really comfortable. The seats are leather, they're bucket. While they're not as bolstered as some of the other cars that I've raced in or driven on the track, they are very comfortable for the street.
Actually, first straight. Yeah, never mind. I think it's right.
Oh, wow.
Stop sign.
Oh, the suspension's way better, man.
Yeah.
I remember from the Bear Mountain time, or the Seven Lakes drive time,
Yeah.
there was a lot more body roll. This is your street setting though, right?
I have it on medium. I never went full stick. Because this is pretty stiff enough for me.
Wow, that just sounds mean.
It's the
Hey, Subi.
go.
I have to wave to him, right?
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
It's got HODs on it.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's creeping. Wow! Justin! Come to Watkins Glen.
Well, with downpipe and a tune.
Woo! Man.
Protein.
Yeah. The owner, Justin, mentioned that once in a while, the car throws a error code, P0244, which apparently is common enough with Subaru owners that people make t-shirts with the error code on them. Now, this error code has to do with overboost, and it is easily resettable by turning off the engine and turning it back on, or resetting it through an OBD2 code reader. But it does throw the car into limp mode, which at Lime Rock Park, Justin drove twice, the code was thrown. And so it is one thing that he wants to get taken care of.
Code on it. 'Cause
Yeah.
So I know what's happening. I'm like, yeah, you're cool.
Justin tells me that this car's been averaging about 21 to 23 miles per gallon on premium, and honestly, with the turbo and all the modifications and the amount of power that this car generates, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. One thing I did notice that I didn't like too much about the car was the clutch was really heavy, and it's really hard to just push in, and the shifter wasn't as smooth as some of the nicer ones out there, but I did notice it was kind of heavy and harder to put into some of the gears. But overall, it's better than driving an automatic, and it's still, with this 5-speed, just the amount of power and fun, great car. Now, this car was dynoed at Procom Racing, and it's pushing about 305 horsepower at the wheels and about 342 pound-feet of torque. Traction control. Oh, backfire.
So my when they tune.
Now, Justin mentioned that the tuner threw in 2 little extra tidbits while programming the car. And the first thing is launch control, which allows you to launch a car while the RPM is held. and then letting go and going right into your gear. The second one was flat foot shifting, which allows you to continue to hold the boost while shifting without having to let go of the accelerator.
5 grand. Nice leather seats.
You have to adjust anything seating wise?
If I wanted to comment on the interior, I would say, well, you know, Justin put it pretty well.
Plastic everywhere, baby.
Hard touch plastic.
While the majority of the car interior is plastic, it's got the essential features such as a moonroof and leather seats, which are pretty well bolstered for a street car. And on the armrest, you have some leather there, where 95% of what you're touching is pretty nice. The other bits, unfortunately, a little plasticky, but right, 95. Overall, the interior compartment for storage is pretty good. It's adequate. You can store your phones, you can store your wallet, some spare change, and it's moderately deep. It's not too crazy.
How do I pop the hood?
Cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
So this is one of the defining features of a Subaru WRX, is that giant hood scoop.
No,
That's
there's a-
new.
I know there's a loose hose somewhere. I can hear it.
Hmm.
Just don't know where it is
So these are your adjustables?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a cold air intake?
though. Yep. There's my downpipe where it says parent on it. That's
Okay.
it, really, to be honest.
There's your turbo. It's a top mounted intercooler. Hellas?
Yeah, they came with the car.
Okay.
I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
A lot of spell though.
Mm.
Try not to honk my horn.
So which rims are these?
Stock.
Stock rims. What brake pads?
Those guys are Hawk.
Hawk.
Street Performance.
Okay.
And I have the stainless steel brake lines.
Hmm. Can you pop the hood? I mean trunk. There's a decent amount of storage. Not crazy a lot, but it's got this hump. Is this because of the all-wheel drive?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Do you have a spare tire in here?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
donut.
Okay. Donut. What's the exhaust?
NVIDIA. Known for its cost efficiency,
Oh.
but still reliable.
Oh, yep, I see it.
I want to get it. I don't know. There's the exhaust hanger.
Yeah.
You can fiddle around with them a bit, but you can fiddle around with them a bit, but I want to make it so it's alive better.
So just doing my backseat test here. I have the front seat to what I'm sitting at and set to what I'm comfortable with, and just sitting in the back seat, it's pretty roomy back here. There's plenty of space for my legs in the back seat. Unfortunately, the center seat is pretty small. I would be hard pressed to fit somebody back there, but overall, a lot of space.
I really like these bucket seats. They're comfy.
They're not as buckety as others.
Yeah.
I feel, but that's a good thing for some people and a bad thing for others.
So what year is this?
2012.
2012. Oh yeah, I know that.
Oh.
And because I've looked it up a million times, comparing it secretly.
Or not so secretly when you're like, no, so what should you do again? What kind of tires do you have?
Oh yeah.
And mods?
Which trim is this? Premium or limited?
Limited.
Limited?
They're backwards.
Yeah.
You're the one that pointed it out. You're like, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, premium is like the definition of the best.
And limited is like, oh, you have limited options.
Yeah. Huh. Oh well.
The only thing I can think of is they meant like limited, like there's a limited supply.
Yeah, like limited edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your glove compartment's pretty average sized.
Wow, got seat warmers.
Yeah.
Got an aux port. Do you ever use it?
Nope.
Okay.
I used to when I had my iPod.
Yeah.
I still have my iPod, but everything's Spotify now.
Right.
So I don't use it.
Okay. Some leather here, which is nice for your elbow, but everything else is pretty much hard plastic.
Hard plastic. Still cold to the touch. Lifeless.
How's the sound system in this car?
Terrible.
Terrible?
Subaru WRX is known to have the worst sound system in the world.
Okay. Except for Lotus. There's at least some bass in here. Do you know how many speakers it is? Speaker system?
No, I don't.
I see.
The new
Down
one
here.
has like an upgraded audio system.
Oh,
Harman Kardon or whatever it is.
yeah.
You can add that on.
Yeah, so the audio system isn't great, but with the intake and the exhaust and the turbo, what more do you need?
Yeah, I need to get a supercharger. real bad.
So just to recap, my favorite things about this 2012 Subaru Impreza WRX is the power, the sound, the affordability, and the practicality. How many other four-door family sedans are you going to get and have this much fun in with this amount of performance for this amount of price? Now, it's not all good. There are a few things I don't like particularly about this car. The first thing is, I don't think it looks as good as it should for the performance. And secondly, I think the clutch and the shifter are a little bit hard. For example, the clutch takes a lot more effort to push in than most other cars. It's very heavy. And the shifter feels like I'll have to force it into the gears. It's pretty hard to put it into gear. Other than that, I think the audio system is a little weak, but overall, it's not that bad. It is, all in all, a great car. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment on my videos. Until next time, I'm out.
I like it, Justin.